You guys have probably just clicked on this video expecting to see like a replay of the PUBG viewer play along stream, and are probably wondering why I'm sat here talking to you guys and there's not some gameplay like of the stream in the background. And that's quite simple really. It was the worst experience that I have ever had in a video game, and let me tell you why. Now, when you go into a game, the first thing that you expect is to actually be able to play it properly. On this, no. We was trying to get into lobbies and it was at the point where you couldn't even change the game mode. Everything was locked off. You couldn't do anything. So if we had one person that jumped into a game, you literally had to still play squads, which ended up at the point where we was in a squad with two random people that mic was going absolutely mental. So the first problem was that we couldn't change the game mode. Then the fact of there was around a half-second delay constantly on the controls, and I mean to the point where you're trying to aim, like someone would be moving and you'd move your crosshair and it'd literally take around a half a second before it actually started moving on your screen. Now, I don't know whether it's an issue with the game, I don't know whether it's an issue with the game just on PS4, but I play this on PC and it is completely different. Granted, on PC it's still clunky, it still doesn't feel the best, but it doesn't feel anywhere near as bad as it did on here. And I mean, I'm playing it on a PS4 Pro, so I imagine on a standard PS4 it's even worse. Now, a lot of people were saying the delay was, I must have had bad ping, all that sort of stuff, and my ping was set at around 25, so it wasn't bad at all, and that was around average. Sometimes it was a lot less. So the problem with the game at the moment is it's too laggy, it's too stuttery, and it was unplayable. We couldn't change modes, we couldn't do anything, and it was a terrible experience to try and stream it. We set it up and it lasted for about 20 minutes before literally I just had to end it. I couldn't even do it, and I kind of stated the fact that the rest of the month, the viewer play along stream is going to end up being for Street Fighter. There's going to be no vote on it because it was unplayable. It wasn't something that I could have stuck with, and it was just so annoying. And I do apologise to anybody that was actually looking forward to playing. I don't know whether it was the servers, I don't know what the issue was, but it was just that bad that I would not recommend it. Now, granted, it might have been a game issue that might get updated in the next couple of days. It might have been a simple case of the player base wasn't there, and I got stuck in a server on the other side of the world, and that's what the problem was. I have no clue, but for a fact that this game is normally free, it just didn't feel right. It felt like a terrible experience, and for me to recommend the game to people in the state that it was when I tried to play it, didn't feel right. And I know a lot of the games that I mention, a lot of games that I say that I play, a lot of people don't like, but personally, if I play them and I enjoy them, I would recommend them to people. If I play it and I find it an awful experience, I'd rather be honest about the way that I found playing the game, rather than just trying to clickbait and make it sound great when in a matter of fact it's actually pretty damn awful. So again, I do apologise to any of you guys out there that do enjoy playing, that was looking forward to playing, that didn't get to, and it's just the experience for me. It just was not good to the point where I couldn't stick with it. Will I try it again at some point? In all honesty, if I jump back onto the game and it feels smoother and it feels okay and it feels like it should, then yeah, we'll probably give it another try. I'll probably end up leaving it a week or so, seeing if things have smoothed out and calmed down a bit, see whether or not it is just server issues. But if not, then we'll probably end up sticking to Street Fighter. We'll see how it goes, but I kind of just wanted to give a heads up of, if you joined the stream where it lasted about 20 minutes, and if you didn't see a stream and wondered why after it had been mentioned, just simply because the amount of issues that we had. But cheers for sticking with us, guys. We are still going to be doing viewer play-along stuff, but it's probably going to be Street Fighter for this month. PUBG wasn't a game that I was looking forward to playing anyway, just because would be our stuff. For a paid one, it's probably the worst one that's out there, in my opinion. Yeah, I'd say personally stick to Warzone unless it gets fixed and sorted, and all the problems are smoothed out. But cheers for watching anyway, guys, and I'll catch you next time.